Good evening, guys. In the last session, we discussed about few Linux commands. In the last session, we discussed about few Linux commands. Do you remember what are the commands we learnt in the last session? Do you remember what are the commands that we learnt in the last session? Guys, please respond in the chat box. What are the commands that we learnt in the last session? We discussed about mkdir, rmdir, rm command, cat command, touch command. We discussed about mkdir. We discussed about mkdir directory 1, mkdir directory 2, directory 2, directory 3, directory 4. That means we can create one directory directly by using mkdir. We can create multiple directories at a time by using mkdir. We can create one directory inside another directory by using this command mkdir directory 1 / directory 2. We can create directories by specifying the path also mkdir -p directory 100 / directory 101 / directory 102. So what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? 100 will be created, inside that 101 will be created, inside that 102 will be created. Okay, and we discussed about rmdir to remove the directories. Rmdir directory 1, it will remove only empty directories. rmdir command is used to remove only empty directories. Now, to remove non-empty directories, rm-r directory name. To remove non-empty directories. To remove non-empty directories, we can go for rm command. Then after we discussed about touch command, touch file name, touch f1.txt. Empty file will be created. Empty file will be created. Now, if you want to create a file with the content, cat f2.txt. Cat command is used to create a file with the content. If a content already available in the file, it is going to override that content. To create a file with the content, to create a file with the content, we can go for cat greater than file name. It is used for concatenating. Right. Now, if you want to append the data to the file, then cat of f2.txt to append the content. To append the content. Right. If you want to see the file content, then we can go for cat command, cat f2.txt to print file content. To print file content. So these commands we have discussed in the last session. All of you able to practice all these commands? All of you able to practice all these commands? Yes or no? I hope you are able to practice all these commands. Now, guys, today, now I have connected to my EC2 instance using putty. ls-l command. It is listing down all the files and directories are available here. Now, I want to see one file with a name called cat states.txt. Cat states.txt. I have created a file with a name called states.txt. In that file, all the data is available, all the India states available. India states available in this file states.txt. Okay. Now, what is the command I am using? What is the command I am using to print the content of the file? Cat command states.txt. It is printing all the content. To print the file content, we can go for head command also. What is the command we have, guys? To print the file content, we have another command called head command. Head states.txt. When I use a head command, it will print first 10 lines of the file. What is the purpose of a head command? Head is going to print the first 10 lines of the file. Head is going to print only first 10 lines of the file. I want to print only first 3 lines. Head -n3 states.txt. It is going to print only first 3 lines. Understand my point? To print the file content, we are going to use a head command, head space file name. Head command will print, head means top. In our body, head is the top position, right? So head is going to print first 10 lines. Head.file name, it is going to print only first 10 lines. If you want to print a specific number of lines, then you can go for this command, head-n space 20 space file name. It is going to print first 20 lines. It is going to print the first 20 lines. Getting my point? It is going to print the first 20 lines. You can give the number of lines you want to print by using head command. You can print the number of lines. Now, guys, see here, my file is having some data. Generally, assume that there are some lines of data available in my file. Some lines of data available in my file. Now assume that it is a log file where your application log messages are stored. Your server is executing in the Linux. It is generating the log messages in the log file. Now, how to get the first 10 lines of the file? Get top 10 lines. Get first 10 lines. Get first 10 lines of file. What is the command? Head file name. Head file name. Get first 15 lines of file. Get first 15 lines of file. What is the command? Head-n15 file name.txt. So you understand what is the purpose of head command? You understand what is the purpose of head command? Head space file name, it will print the first 10 lines of the file. Head-n positive number file name.txt. It is going to print the given number of lines from the top. For example, I'm going to give you a command like this. See this? Head-n-2 file name.txt. Here I have given a positive number. Then what happened? Now you see here, clear head of states.txt. Yes, fine. Head states.txt. How many lines printed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is the default number of the head command? 10 lines will be printed. Can I print only first 5 lines? Head-n 5 states.txt. Now see, here 10 lines printed, but here only 5 lines printed. So this number represents how many lines you want to print. How many lines you want to print. Now I will give head-n -2 states.txt. What will happen, guys? Can anybody guess it? If I'm giving a positive number, those many lines are printing from top. If I give negative number, last two will print. Last two will exclude. Last two will exclude. If you give the negative number, those lines will be excluded and the remaining lines will be printed. Samjhe? Last lines will be excluded. Okay. Last two lines, to exclude the last two lines. To exclude last two lines, I'm going to use a negative number. If I give positive number, those many lines will be printed. If I give negative number, those two lines will be excluded. Okay, head command always will print the data from top to bottom. Head command will print data from top to bottom. Default 10. Default 10. Okay. Now head space file name. This is the command. Head space file name. .txt, any file, txt file. To print specific lines, we can pass the positive number. To print specific lines of data, we can use -n option with a positive number. Head-n 20 space file name .txt. First 20 lines will be printed. First 20 lines will be printed. You can pass any number. You can pass any number. To exclude specific lines at the bottom. To exclude specific lines at the bottom. To exclude specific lines at bottom, we can use -n with a negative number. We can use -n with a negative number. How we are going to use it? Head -n -3 file name .txt. Last three lines will be excluded. Last three lines will be excluded. Okay. So I hope you understand what is the purpose of a head command. You understand what is the purpose of head command in the Linux. It is used to get the file data from top to bottom. Now, guys, generally, when we are monitoring the log files, so we are going to develop the application. Our application will be deployed to server. Now see here. Here my machine is available. My machine is available. Inside the machine, we have a server. Inside the server, our application is running. Inside the server, our application is running. You got my point. Machine, inside the machine, we have taken a server. Inside the server, application is running. Now, this application is having logging, app.log. Log means how the application is executing, those messages will be printed. How the application is getting executed, those messages will be printed. Log files will contain application execution details. Log files will contain application execution details. That means how this application is getting executed. What is the execution flow? What is the execution flow? Exceptions occurred in the problems occurred in the application. Problems occurred in the application. Problem occurs in the application will be tracked in log file. Always latest data will be appended at the end of the file. Always latest data will be available at the end of the file. Always latest data will be available at the end of the file. Guys, why I am explaining these commands is tomorrow when you join in the company, you will be deploying one application to a server. That application will be having a log file. Sometimes problems may occur in the project. Sometimes a problem may occur in the project. Okay. Now, so whenever the problem occurs in the project, we need to figure out what is the problem. When the problem occurs in the project, we need to figure out what is the problem. To figure out the problem, we will see log file. Understand my point? To understand the problem occurred in the project, we are going to see the log file. So log file will contain the details of the application execution, how this application executed. User clicked on login button. User gave username, password, login successful. User checked the dashboard. User checked the reports. User updated the password, like that. What you do in the application, whatever you are doing in the web application, everything will be tracked in the log file. That is, application executed details will be available in the log file. Now, If any problem occurred in the application, then we can see the log file and we can understand what is the problem. How the log messages will be stored? Always the messages will be keep on adding to the file at the end. Always the log messages will be added to the file at the end. Now, if you use head command for the log file, is there any use? Is there any use if I use a head command for the log file? What will happen if you use a head command for the log file? Purana data aata hai aapko. Old data you will get it. Old data you will get it. How can I get the latest log data? How can I get the latest log data? I need to read the file from the top to bottom, or I need to read the file from bottom to top. Come on, guys. I need to read the log file from the top to bottom or bottom to top. Where is the latest data? Latest data will be available at the bottom. The data will be keep on adding. The data will be keep on adding. So to understand latest logs of the application, we need to read the file from bottom to top. To understand, to view latest logs, to view latest logs of the application, to view latest logs of the application, we need to see log messages from bottom to top. From bottom to top. But what is this head command is doing? Head command is giving the data from top to bottom, but my requirement is from bottom to top. To read the file data from bottom to top, we will use a tail command. To read file data from bottom to top, we will use tail command. What is the command I am going to use? Tail command I am going to use. Now go here, tail states.txt, tail states.txt. Then what is happening? It is printing the states from bottom to top. Guys, these states are in the alphabetical order. Cat states.txt. Now you see all the states in the India are available here. Cat states.txt, this is our command. Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Gujarat, Haryana, all the states are available in alphabetical order. In the alphabetical order, which is the last state in the India? West Bengal. Which is the first state in the India as per alphabetical order? Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh is the first state as per alphabetical order. West Bengal is the last state as per alphabetical order. So cat command is printing the data in the file. My file is already having the data in the alphabetical order. You got my point. If I go for a head, states.txt, first 10 states it is printing from top to bottom. Now I will use a tail states.txt. It is printing data from bottom to top. Last 10 records it is printing. Last 10 records it is printing. So in the tomorrow real time, when you are seeing the server behavior, when you want to see the application behavior by using log messages, you need to read the log file by using head command, or you need to read the log file by using tail command. How you will read the log file? How you will see the log messages? Are you going to use a head command or you are going to use a tail command? Come on. Always we need to use the tail command to see the log messages, right? Tail space file name. Tail space file name. It will print last 10 lines of the file. It will print last 10 lines of the file. It is an interview question. They will ask you how you will monitor log files of your application. How you will monitor log files of your application. We will monitor the log files by using tail command. It is going to give the data from bottom to top. Log file always contain the latest data at the bottom. So tail command will give you last 10 lines. Can I get the last 5 lines? Can I get the last 30 lines? Can I get the last 20 lines? How can I get it? How can I get it? Come on. Come on, guys. -n. Tail -n. 3 states.txt. What is happening? What is happening? Tail -n3. Last three it is printing. Last three it is printing. Last three it is printing. Clear with this. Now tail -n -3 states.txt. It's also same. The negative number also same. Tail negative number on positive number doesn't make any difference. It will give you last three only. Either you give positive number or you give negative number for the tail command. The behavior is same. And there is one beautiful feature in the tail command which is not there in the head command. Now tail positive 2 plus 2 states.txt. Can you tell me what will happen if I give plus number for the tail? Can you tell me what will happen if I give plus number to the tail? Can you guys guess it? Last two only, huh? Then if I give negative number also, here if I give tail -n3, it is giving that, right? If I give tail, I am not giving any n option. I am giving directly tail plus number states. It is displaying from second line to the last line. That is the behavior. This option is not there in the head command, guys. This option is there in the tail command. From the second line, I want till the end. If you give tail -n some number, only last these lines print will be these three lines will be printed. Tail -n3 last three lines. Tail -n -3 last three lines only. Tail +2 from second line to the last line it is going to print. I want to print the data from the second line to the last line of the file. Then I will go for tail positive number. Are you clear with these three commands now? Are you clear with these three commands? Yeah, all these commands are we are going to use in the real time, guys. These are very important. These are very important. Tail -n3 f1.txt. What does it mean? Last three lines will be printed. Last three lines will be printed. Now tail -n -3 f1.txt, same. Last three lines will be printed. So here minus is not making any difference. Last three lines will be printed. But go here, tail +2 f1.txt. From second line to last line, it will print. From second line to end of the file, it is going to print when you give positive number. When you give the positive number, it is going to print the data from the given line number to last line. From the given line number to last line. Are you guys clear with my point? Are you guys clear with my point? Come on. Yeah, please read this, guys. This head command, tail commands we will use to monitor our log files. Head means top 10. If you want to specific lines, head -n number. To exclude specific lines, minus last three lines will be excluded. Now see the real-time scenario. When our project is executing in the server, our project will generate some log messages to the log file. Log messages means application execution details. Log file will contain the latest data at the bottom. So to read the file data from the bottom, we will go for tail command. Tail space file name. It will give the last 10 lines by default. I want to get the last n number of lines. So tail space -n space number. It will give you those many lines from the bottom. If you give negative number or positive number, doesn't make any difference. Both are same. Both are same. Okay, these two are same, guys. There is no difference between these two. There is no difference between these two. Both are same. Both are same. But when you go for positive number, The functionality is different. When you give the positive number, from that line it is printing till the last line. Okay, very good. So with this, we understand head command and tail command. With this, we understand head command and tail command. Very good. Fine. Clear this. ls-l. Yep, fine. So we have this file. Let me go for one command called wc states.txt. What is happening? wc states.txt. wc states.txt. WC stands for word count. WC stands for word count. If you want to count the file content, 29 lines are available, 38 words are available, 300 characters are available in this file. That is the meaning of word count. Word count. WC command is used to count file data. We can count file data using word count command. We can count file content, file data using word count command. wc space states.txt. wc space states.txt. It will print the output like this: lines, words, characters, and file name. Whatever the file name you give, that file name it is going to print. Are you clear with this? What is the purpose of word count? Suppose, for example, if you want to see how many lines are there in the file, how many words are there in the file, how many characters are there in the file, then you can go for word count. Output is this. Output is this. Lines, words, characters count will be displayed when you go for word count. Lines, words, characters will be displayed when you go for word count. Okay, very good. Now I have a requirement. Can I copy one file data into another file? ls-l is available. Can I copy one file data into another file? Okay, let's do one thing. Can I create one file with the content? Cat, right? Cat, yeah. Harsha, I understand your point, sir. Sir, one option I forgot to tell you. -f states.txt. When you give -f, always it will be waiting to print the latest. Live changes will be printed whenever you use -f option. Now somebody is using the application, changes are keep on adding to the file. If you want to see the live changes, then you can go for tail -f option. -f means it will be waiting. It is used to print growth of the log file. All ongoing changes will be printed. Right? Got it? -f option. So currently this file will not be changed, guys. This is a static file, so we can't see the effect of the -f. Once I go for the real application, I will show you the effect of -f. Okay, we will be monitoring the real log files. We'll be monitoring the real log files. At that time, I will show you that what is the purpose of tail -f space file name. Tail -f means the file will be opened for you. When the data is coming, that data will be displayed for you. When the data ongoing changes, when the data is adding, that data will be displayed for you. Good. Fine, guys. Now I want to create one file with the data. Can I create a file with the data? Can I create a file with the data? What is the command to create a file with the data? Fast. What is the command to create a file with the data? Can I use a touch command? Can I use a touch command? What will happen if I go for touch command? If I go for touch command, empty file will be created. Now I want to go for file with the data, cat. File with the data, cat. Cat arrow, heroines.txt. Can I create a file with this name? Can you tell me some names, guys? I want to write some data to the file. Your favorite heroines. First, Sridevi, okay? Sridevi, कीर्ति कौन है भाई, मुझे नहीं पता. कीर्ति, पूजा, राशि, रोजा. Wow. Next, only Tollywood, no Bollywood. Rashmika, ठीक है. माधुरी दीक्षित, very good. Najriya, Jahnavi Kapoor, Deepika, Bollywood names. Samantha, Anushka, Sunny Leon, Anupama. Bus. Now I have created some data in the file. Have created some data in the file. Okay. Can I see that file content now? Can I see that file content now? Cat heroines.txt. The file content is displaying. Now I want to copy this data into another file. I have a data in a file. Now I want to copy this file data into another file. Now let us see. Here I have taken one file with a name called heroines.txt. Heroines.txt. We have written some names. Right? Now I want to copy this data into another file called models.txt. I want to copy this data into another file called models.txt. Right? Copy the data from one file to another file. To copy the data from one file to another file, we will use cp command. To copy data from one file to another file, we will use cp command, which is called copy command. Cp command nothing but which is called copy command. Cp yeah, guys, I'm back now. So we are discussing about copy command. So now, can you tell me which command we need to use to copy the data from one file to another file? Can you tell me which command we need to use to copy the data from one file to another file? What is the command we are going to use? Copy command we are going to use. Okay. Copy f1.txt, that means heroines.txt. Heroines.txt, then models.txt. So the data will be copied from one file to another file. Can we execute the same? I think my putty also disconnected, guys, due to network issue. Let me restart the session. Yeah. Ubuntu. I reconnected to my putty. I reconnected to putty. Yes, right. Now ls-l, ls-l. Now you see that there is a file with a name called heroines.txt, but there is no file with a name called models.txt. Let's do one thing, copy heroines.txt space models.txt. Heroines.txt space models.txt. One file data I'm copying into another file data. Execute. Now cat models.txt, cat models.txt. Now can you see the data is available in the model.txt? cp heroines.txt space models.txt. Whatever the data available in the heroines file, it is copied to models file. Now when I do cat on the models, the data is displaying here. So do you understand how to copy the data from one file to another file? Do you understand how to copy the data from one file to another file? Yes. Can I copy two files data into single file? Can I copy two files data into single file? Can I copy two files data into single file? Come on, guys. Now, let me create one more file with a name called heroes.txt. Let me create one file with a name called heroes.txt. Okay, cat heroes.txt. Heroes.txt. Fine. Tell some hero names. Prabhas. Okay. Next. Next. Allu Arjun. Bunny. Let me write his nickname. Bunny. Okay, next. Mahesh. Mahesh. Amir Khan. Amir Khan. Balaya Babu. Balaya. और अक्षय कुमार. अक्षय. अजय. अजय. ऋतिक. ऋतिक. रजनी. सुपरस्टार. बस. नानी. या ठीक है भाई. Control D, come out. Okay. Now, can I do cat heroes.txt? Cat heroes.txt. Can you see the names available in the file? Cat heroes.txt. I have some data in this file. Cat heroes available. Cat heroines also available. Right? Heroes data is available. Heroines data is also available. Now, can I print both files data at a time? Can I print both files data at a time? Go here, ls-l, ls-l. You see what are the files available here? You see what are the files available? Heroines.txt available, heroes.txt available. Can we print both files content at a time? Cat heroes.txt. What is the command I need to use? Cat heroes.txt, heroines.txt, heroes.txt, heroines.txt. Can you see both files data printed? Can you see both files data printed? Heroes data printed up to Rajini. Heroines from Sridevi to Anupama. All the heroines names also printed. So can we print multiple files content at a time? Cat file names. Cat first file name, second file name. We are able to print the content. Perfect. But my requirement is now whatever the data available in heroes file and the heroines file, I want to write into one more file called stars.txt. Stars, actors or actress, stars. Okay, stars. I want to write two files data into one file. I want to copy the two files data into single file, another file, third file. Two files data I want to copy into third file. Then what should we do? What is the command to copy the data from one file to another file? What is the command to copy the data from one file to another file? CP. Now I want to copy one file data to another file. I want to copy two files data to the third file. I want to copy two files data to third file. Okay. We have a file with a name called heroes.txt. Heroes.txt. It contains some hero names. It contains names. And I have one more file with a name called heroines.txt. I have one more file with a name called heroines.txt. Heroines.txt. Here also some names are available. Now I want to copy these two files data and I want to create a one more file called stars.txt. I want a file with a name called stars.txt. Heroes file data and heroines file data I want to copy into third file. I want to copy into third file. Now tell me, what is the command I need to use to copy the data from one file to another file? What is the command I need to use to copy the data from one file to another file? If we want to copy the data from one file to another file, we will go for cat CP command. Okay. Now, can I go for CP command in this scenario? Can I go for CP command in this scenario? Can I CP command in this scenario? CP command will not work. CP, check it here. CP heroes.txt space heroines.txt. Heroes.txt and heroines.txt arrow actors.txt or stars.txt, whatever we want. I want the third file. Whatever the third file that I want, I will write the third file name here. Stars.txt. Is it working? Is it working? No, it's not working. Then what I will do? Cat heroes.txt space heroes.txt space heroines.txt arrow stars.txt. Stars.txt. Done. Now cat stars.txt. Wow. Can you see that heroes data, heroines data is available in the stars.txt? Can you see that both files data? Can you see both files data copied to single file now? So how to copy multiple files data into single file? How to copy multiple files data into single file? Which command we need to use? To copy multiple files data into another file, to copy more than one file data, we will use cat command. To copy more than one file data, we will use cat command. We will use cat command. If you want to copy single file data, then we will use CP command. If you want to copy more than one file data, we will use cat command. So what is the syntax here? Cat heroes.txt, heroines.txt, arrow stars.txt. This command will do the operation which is required for us. This command will do the operation which is required for us. Samjay, what is the purpose of cat command? You understand it, right? Yeah. Next one. Hey Ashok, can we copy the data from one directory to another directory? Or can we rename the files? Can we rename the directories? Yes, fine. Now, clear. ls-l. There are so many files are available here. Can we delete some files? Can we delete some files from here? Which command we will use to delete the files? rm models.txt, delete it. Rm stars.txt, delete it. Rm f1.txt, delete it. Rm f2.txt, delete it. f2.txt, delete it. f22. Rm f22.txt, delete it. Rm f3.txt, delete it. Rm f4.txt, delete it. Like this, we can delete the files. ls-l. Now some files are deleted. Now f5 file is available. I want to rename that file to f55. I have a file with a name called f5. I want to rename that file to f55. To rename a file, we will use mv command. Mv f5.txt space f55.txt. mv f5.txt to f55.txt. Execute. Now ls-l. Can you see f5 is changed to f55? Can you see f5 is changed to f55? Are you guys able to understand how to rename a file? Yeah, mv we are used to rename. Renaming to rename the file, to move or to rename. To move, rename the file. To rename file or directory, we will use mv command, move command. We will use move command. Okay. What is the syntax? mv space f1.txt to f11.txt. f1 file will be renamed to f11. f1 will be renamed to f11. Like this, we can rename it. We can rename it. Are you guys clear with this? Similarly, can we rename the directories also? mkdir to create a directory. I'm using one command with name called mkdir. The name for that AWS. I'm keeping the name for that as AWS. mkdir AWS. One directory I'm creating by using mkdir command. Using mkdir command. AWS. I think guys, my putty is not responding today. mkdir AWS. Yeah, make the directory created. Now ls-l from my mobile data that there is a network glitch. So if you want, I will stop for now. We'll continue tomorrow. If the voice is not proper, then stop for tomorrow. Yeah, we don't have power just in the middle of the session power here. I connected from my mobile data. Wi-Fi is not there, so connected from mobile data. So I will take now. Continue. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay. Can we stop then? Can we stop now? And can we see tomorrow? If you are comfortable with voice, I will continue. Otherwise, I will stop. For another 10 minutes. Voice. Okay, then guys, I will stop it here. We'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll complete the pending sessions, pending commands that we need to discuss. I will complete the pending commands that we need to discuss. Thank you. Tomorrow. See you in the group.